Hey, good morning, guys. Just wanted to create a video just kind of outlining the answer to our practice problem that was due last week. I think if any of us are having any type of confusion or questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Hopefully, look, the best part about these videos is that you can stop them, you can rewind them, you could rewatch them. So hopefully, you're doing that. You're taking the notes. You're really trying to look into the practice problems and the examples to try to really grasp the understanding of it. So in this particular problem, we have to set up our HO and our HA. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. All right, so to study the long-term effects of preschool programs for poor children, researchers designed an experiment. So they recruited 123 children who had never attended preschool from low-income families in Michigan. They randomly assigned 62 of these children to attend preschool, and then the other 61 served as a control group where they would not go to preschool. All right. Later on in their life, they were looked at and to see, okay, which of these children, in fact, needed social services. Okay. So we're going to try to figure out if there's evidence that those children that attend preschool reduce the need for social services later in life. So it's important that we define these. So my P sub 1 is going to be those children, all right, that did not attend preschool. 2 would be those that did attend preschool. So we think that the proportion of students that did not attend that needed social services later on in life, we think that that's greater than those that did not need those social services. So we got to check our conditions, right? 2 randomized groups. Now, anytime you have sort of like an experiment, the randomization takes place not with like random sampling because these people are voluntarily participating in the experiment, but the randomization of which group you're in satisfies this condition. When you're in an experiment, there's no 10% condition because these people were volunteers. There's no need for that, so you can just ignore that. Large counts, they all have to be greater than 10. All right. Now, I wrote down here menu 676. So when you go to your calculator and you go statistics and stat tests, right now we're doing a 2 proportion Z test. All right, now your first group, there was 49 of 61 students that needed, all right, that fit that mold. And the second one, I believe it was 32 out of 62. Let me just double check. Nope, 38 out of 62. So the N is your sample size. And the successes would be those in the group that fit the proportion that the problem kind of told you. Make sure you put your HA accordingly. Here we said it's greater than. And there's the p-value. That's what you need. Once you get that p-value, just make your conclusion. Because it's small, because it's less than our significance level, we reject the HO, which means that we have convincing evidence that the proportion of children, now like those in the study, meaning of these low-income families in Michigan, because since that's who's involved in our study, that's really who we can only draw these inferences about. It can't be just anybody. It's got to be about people like these, people that come from low-income families in the state of Michigan. Well, those children that did not attend preschool use social services at a higher rate, all right, later in life compared to the students that did attend preschool. Okay, so hopefully this video helps. In addition to watching this today, what I'm going to ask you to do is 2 more practice problems. All right, we don't have class tomorrow, so if you'd like to use today and use tomorrow just to get this done, great. So I'll extend the due date for it, but we'll do this right. You need to, and before we go on to section 10.2, I'd like us just to stay in 10.1 because 10.1 just deals with proportions. So our next quiz, we'll review these problems on Wednesday and we'll quiz on Thursday. And it's going to be, you're going to have to do something like this, where you're going to have to find a confidence interval, which we did earlier last week. And then you're going to have to do a significance test, which is kind of the problem that I asked you to do on Thursday that I just went over here. Okay, so it's important you know the difference. Look in your notes. Just focus on 10.1. Look at the examples. Try to do these 2 problems. And continually work back. And guys, help one another out. It's good if you can get on a Zoom call with each other or FaceTime or whatnot and try to not only talk and catch up, but try to help each other through the problems. All right. Hope you enjoy your Monday. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.